Almost there. There you go.
Whoa, Ben.
Oh, Rachel.
Look at this place. This is your apartment. No way. This is not your apartment.
Hey,
No.
why not?
Because it's clean. I mean, really clean. There's not one dirty sock, at least not in sight.
Yeah, well, it's my new look. Did all of the work myself, thank you. So what do you think? Rachel?
Ben, are you feeling okay?
Mm-hmm.
Come here, sit down. Now, when did this start? Now, don't worry, we will fight it. We will find the cure.
What do you mean I gave Rachel the afternoon off? Why didn't you stop me? I'm sitting here with piles and piles of work here. Oh, never mind. Just, oh, I'm sorry. Just listen. Just do me a favor. I don't want any interruptions. I don't want any phone calls, no visitors, no nothing until this whole miserable afternoon is over. I hate paperwork. I hate it. Feel better now. Go away. Please, I don't care who you are. Stop knocking. If you knock, don't make me hurt you.
Take your best shot. Come on, get up from there, champ. We'll see you put me out of here. Come on.
Oh, you're back.
I'm back. Don't break it. Sorry. Maybe I ought to take off more often, huh?
Welcome home.
I'll say.
What's going on here? A couple hours ago, you're smiling at me, everything's great. And now you look like you're ready to jump out of your skin. What's up?
I talked to Marty Saybrook, the woman you raped.
Marty.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
Wait, hear me out, okay? She's wrong. Marty's wrong.
What? You mean you're saying she lied to me?
No, I'm trying to put all of this stuff behind me. I'm trying to start a new life, and she just won't let go. She won't let go of this stuff. Look, I saved your life. I mean, did she mention that? But she left that part out, huh?
Let's just forget it, all right? Let's just pretend that none of this ever happened. It's better that way.
Wait, Alice, don't run away, okay? Just hear me out. 5 minutes, okay? You heard Marty's side, now hear my side. Let me explain. Just 5 minutes. Come on, what do you have to lose?
Yes, if I can, I'm going to help Todd.
No.
Marty.
You can't.
I thought a long time about this, Marty.
Then you didn't think long enough.
Try to understand why I want to do
What?
this.
Understand what? Todd raped me. You understand.
Let me explain why
Now,
this...
how can you do this? For whatever your reasons, let me tell you this. You help Todd Manning, you even try to help Todd Manning. It'll be the biggest mistake you're making in your life. Please. And please don't do this. Don't.
Marty, that was my reaction. The first thing I said to Sheila was no, I could not help lead Todd Manning's therapy sessions, mainly because I knew how upset even thinking about it would make you.
But you've changed your mind. You're going to do it.
I thought about it. I talked to Cassie about it. I decided that the best way to help you is by saying yes.
By helping the man I hate most in this world?
The man is out. He's pardoned. We can't change that. We have to accept it, but maybe we can change something about it. That's Todd. He saved your life. He saved Jessica. He saved CJ. I'm hoping there's something inside that man that I can reach. If we're lucky, when Sheila and I are through, he won't be a threat to you or to anybody else. Now, that's worth a shot. Isn't that worth a shot?
You're fooling yourself. You're too good. It's a wonderful way to be, and I love you for it, but you think everybody's like you.
All I'm saying is let's give Todd the benefit of some intense therapy.
Why? Why should we? He doesn't deserve it. I know him, Andrew. And I know you. You're going to pour your heart and soul in trying to save someone who doesn't deserve and cannot be saved. Because there is no good in Todd Manning. Please. Please, tell Cassie and Sheila you've changed your mind. Tell them you're not going to do it.
Wait, look. made a few mistakes.
Mistake.
Yeah, mistakes. Look, I don't know what Marty told you. I don't know whether she gave you the whole list or not, but let's just say that... All right, say I did do the things that Marty said I did. So what? I mean, what now? Do I get to talk?
Why? Almost the first word you said to me was a lie. Why should I believe your side of the story?
What are you talking about?
You're trying to get me to believe you were just taking time off from college to work here? Why not just come right out and say I was in prison?
Come on, Alice. What do you want me to say? I'm Todd Manning. I'm a convicted rapist. You want to go out for a burger? Give me a break. All right. I mean, maybe I blew it, okay? Maybe I'm wrong, but when you said that you wanted to, you know, maybe go see a game with me, you know, just you and me.
I didn't know.
Exactly. You didn't know. You wanted to know me, not my record, me. So I asked you to lunch. Well, just to see. Well, not that any of this matters. Marty Saybrook saw to that.
Marty was just looking out for me, that's all.
Oh, wait, Alice, come on. Look, it's cool, all right? It's all right. I mean, I don't blame you for not... I mean, I can handle all this, all right? But, you know what, we're gonna see each other in and out, you know, 9 to 5.
Yeah, so?
So? Make your own judgments? Okay, fine, you know, if I can't see you out of the workplace, fine. But on the job, I mean, can I at least say hello? Huh? Can I at least be friendly?
I didn't hear anything bad on the news, so I figure everything went okay with guarding the senator.
Not a scratch on him. And the way I set things up, it's going to stay that way, too.
That's great.
Great. You know what's great? Great's like being right here, like this, you know, with you. And being home. You know how much I hated not being here to watch out for you?
I watched out for me.
Well, now you have company. So, any problems? Did you see Manning since he's been out?
No nasty episodes to report, Commissioner, sir?
Well, let's maintain that position.
Well, yes, sir. I intend to do that, sir.
Just one more question, then you can be dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any idea at all how much I missed you?
No, sir. That report is not printed in my manual, sir.
I think that little tidbit of information is too explosive for print. I would love to show you, though.
I'd love to find out.
Can you take the rest of the afternoon off?
I can't leave the office.
Well, and if Plan A doesn't work, then we have to resort to Plan B.
Plan B?
Yeah. Where's that futon that you stashed in here?
The closet.
The closet. Nice and dark in there.
Nora,
Howell.
sorry, Jill wasn't at her desk. I'll just come back.
No. That's right. Don't go. Don't
What,
go.
no, don't?
Don't. Down. Don't. It's okay. It's good. Come on in. That's, what is it? What's going on, pal?
It's hard to explain.
Are you okay? You don't look like you're feeling very well.
No, I'm not. Maybe it's worse than that. I don't know what to do. I don't even know what to think.
About?
Everything. Everything.
Let some people know that I'm back. I guess I'll just use Jill's phone, huh?
Thank you.
Thanks, Bo. Nora, I'm sorry. I know he just got home.
Oh, well, don't apologize. Now, come on. What's going on? Is Rebecca?
No, Rebecca's fine. She's great. It's me. I'm the problem.
Okay.
Sheila Price asked me... Sheila asked me if I'd come to a therapy group for rapists. For convicted rapists, including Todd.
What did you say?
I said, no, I'm not going.
Pal, I know what you went through to work out your feelings about what happened that night. Do you think that you've worked them all out?
Rebecca thinks I have.
Do you think you have?
I thought so. I faced up to my feelings about the rape. I served my time. Even Marty. I mean, it's not like we're friends, but we talk. I've tried to make up for it. I thought I put it behind me until today.
What happened today?
I went to Rhodey's, and I saw Todd there, and he put his hands on Rebecca's shoulders, and I don't know what happened, Nora. Just something snapped, and I could have killed him.
Well, you didn't, right?
I could have. I came this close.
Well, it's perfectly understandable that you were upset, very upset. I mean, I don't blame you. It's Todd.
No, Nora, I really lost it. I'm not making more out of this than there is. It's like this dark, ugly, violent thing in me. It's a part of me. It just suddenly woke up, and there it was. There I was. Just like Todd.
I don't think you should equate yourself with the likes of Todd Manning.
Why not? We both raped Marty. Oh, didn't we? Doesn't that make me the same kind of monster?
No, I have to believe that somebody like Todd can be saved. Marty, it goes against everything that's in me to think otherwise.
How do you know you're the right person? Huh? Fine, he needs a therapist. Give him one, but not you. You and Cassie are my best friends. I'm staying at your house. How can you possibly be objective?
Because I know how to keep the middle ground. I'm trained to do that. As far as confidence goes, anything you've said to me, anything he says to me, that's not going to go any further. That's not the problem.
Yes, it is. It is for me. I can't even stand the thought of him saying things about me and you sitting there listening.
Reverend Carpenter, thank God you're
Tremont,
here.
what are you doing?
My husband. We just brought him in.
Oh, my. All right. One moment, please, please. I'm sorry. Marty, I know you're upset. I know how confusing this is. But I honestly believe that this can help you. This can do very good things for you if it works.
But it won't.
It might. Keep an open mind, please.
Reverend.
Mrs. Tremont, one moment, please. I'll be right with you.
Look,
Just
I know I
listen
can't
to me.
stop you, but we can't do this right now. You've got your things to do. I've got mine. Listen, I hope your husband gets better real soon.
We will talk about this later then, all right, Marty, please?
I told him, Jerome, stay off of that ladder. They just let you out of the hospital.
I know. I understand. I understand. I see. All right. All right.
So, am I passing inspection?
So, how did you make all of those dirty socks disappear?
Well, I went prospecting down in the basement. Found this newfangled thing called a washing machine. And I took the mother lode down there and dirt hit the dust.
Well, I have to admit, I am impressed.
Good. That was the plan. Let's go.
No. Wait. Are you telling me you did all of this for little old me?
Why, sure. Just to prove the point that being a slob is not an accident, it's a choice. But I can change my life choices if I've got a good enough reason to change. So thank you for coming, and this concludes your guided tour of the Ben Price Memorial Battlefield. We're free to go at any time.
Why are you in such a hurry?
I just wanted to show you the great transformation, that's all. I don't want you to feel like I'm rushing you, bringing you back here so soon after what you said, about not wanting to take things too fast.
Ben, I appreciate all of this. I mean, what you're saying and doing. And I meant every word I said. But today is a new day. And if you can change your life overnight, maybe I can try to change my outlook. I mean, you never know until you try.
Huh. No. One never knows, do one?
Ooh, yeah. Sexy voice. Who is this? Jill, the sweet secretary. Well, listen, I'm calling for Rachel Gannon. She works there in her mom's office, too, doesn't she? Oh. I'm sorry I missed her. What? Oh, no, that's all right. No message. See, that way I get to call back and listen to you again. Yeah, now you take care, Jill. Took the day off, huh, Rachel? Well, that's okay, baby. Jimmy's a patient man. He knows there's some things that are worth waiting for. Next.
I want to keep taking our time. And if this thing does go further, I want to feel safe.
I can understand that.
Oh, good, because I'm not really sure I do.
Rachel, you didn't break up with Kevin Buchanan that long ago. It's not hard to see why you want to be careful.
It's more than that. Kevin and I, it may be hard to believe, but I am new at this relationship thing. And when Kevin and I broke up, it may not have seemed it, but I was hurt. And, I don't need my heart broken.
I am not going to break your heart. Don't even think that I could.
Oh, you could. Believe me, you could.
But I won't. Do you have any idea how crazy I am about you? From the minute I first saw you, I have never met anyone like you. You're funny. You're smart. You're fine. Not to mention, you're completely immune to my very well-rehearsed, very attractive line of bull. So, what can I do? How do I get you to trust me?
Oh, I trust you. Come on, the man who saved my mother's life, the man who would risk his whole career to save I don't know how many people, how could I not trust him? And I care for him. I care a lot.
The question is, can you more than just care? Can the man that you trust be the man that you love?
I don't know. But maybe it's time we found out.
Maybe it is.
Maybe.
I want the truth, Nora. I need it. And don't worry about how I feel. Please, just, I need to know what you see.
All right? Is there a Todd inside of you? Is there some horrible monster that's caught deep down inside of you? Well, pal, there's a dark side to all of us. There is. Deep down inside. But we both know who you are, and I don't think you're ever going to let those feelings get out of control again.
You don't know how close I came to squeezing the life out of him this morning.
Give yourself some credit, pal. You've grown up a lot in the last year.
Yeah, I know I've changed. It's all this anger. Whenever Todd shows up, that's what really worries me.
Well, I don't blame you for having it worry you, but that anger is very specific. It's about Todd. Todd pushed you into doing something that you never could believe that you did. That you would never do again, and that you'll never be able to forgive yourself for doing.
I just can't get away from him. It's like this shadow. It's like all this stuff and all these feelings I don't understand. I don't know where they come from. I don't know how to get rid of them. Sometimes it's like they are me. It's the real me. And I start thinking,
Powell, I know you. I believe in you. And that's all I can say. Maybe you should do this group therapy. You know, if there's something inside of you that you're worried you can't control, therapy is very, very good.
so that's what you think, that I do need therapy?
No. You're putting words in my mouth. What do you think, Powell? I think that you should look deep inside of yourself and see what's really there.
All right, Carrie, take a break. I'll pick up Trey.
Thanks a lot, Alice. I won't be too long.
Hi, Alice.
Hey, Todd. I have to get down to maternity.
I thought maybe we could finish our conversation.
I think we are finished.
I'm not.
Please. I'm uncomfortable talking to you. I feel a lot happier if... Look, I don't think we should have anything to do with each other.
Okay. No big deal. Sorry if I made you uncomfortable.
Thanks. Excuse me.
Sure. Sure. Oh, it's great to be free. Hey, Marty. I got a word of advice for you. I think you're gonna want to take it. I want you to lay off, Marty. Don't you have anything better to do than go around stopping people, warning them to stay away from me?
Alice seemed like a nice person. She has every right to know who you are.
Oh, I get it. You're the Todd police. What, are you gonna save every new person I meet, huh?
That's what it takes.
I make my own impressions, okay?
No, it's not okay.
I'm not gonna start with you, Marty. I'm not gonna let you sucker me into this. I got 3 little words for you. Get a life.
How?
Not my problem.
Yes, it is. You made it my problem. Now I'm sending it right back your way.
Oh, come on.
You took my life.
You're gonna pretend like all of this just happened? You gotta make sure all these little wounds of yours are still fresh, huh? I got news for you, Marty. You've been picking me apart piece by piece since I was stupid enough up on that mountain to save your lousy life. Leave me alone. It was a mistake to save your life. A stupid, stupid mistake. It serves me right.
Then I will. Then I will. Sure.
Marty.
No!
Marty, look, I've been looking all over the house.
Leave me alone.
We're not... We gotta finish talking about this,
There
please.
is no end to this. There never will be. So forget it. Just do whatever you want.
Marty, please don't
No,
shut
let
me
go
up.
of me! I don't want to talk. I can't do this anymore. I just can't. I just want to go home. I just want to go home.
Marty!
Should I ask?
No. That's, he's just trying to find a way to live his life while Todd's running around, just like the rest of us.
I'd like to try something, speaking of Todd.
What?
Let's try not to speak of Todd. Let's do everything we can. See how long we can go without even saying a little, name.
It won't be easy.
Yeah, well, we'll just have to work on some exciting new techniques of distraction, okay? As a matter of fact, we were working on one, weren't we? Just when he came in. Where were we?
Closet.
Futonville. God.
Duty calls.
Yeah, but why does it have to call at the worst time? Look, maybe this won't take too long, okay? And then maybe we can, maybe, you know. No?
I think you've been away too long for that. You know, sorry.
Oh, yeah, you're sorry?
Don't worry, Futon will always be there. Besides, it's just as well. You know what? I'm swamped here. I really can't leave my office. And somebody let my summer law clerk go away for the whole afternoon. I don't know why. You know, that girl has figured out a way to wrap me around her little finger.
What's Rachel up to these days?
You mean with her time off? I'm not quite sure, but I think it has something to do with Ben Price.
Oh? What kind of something?
Don't ask. I'm just the mother. I don't need to know more than I already know. sure you don't want to stay and say goodbye a little more?
All right. I got to check in with Hank, okay? Look, don't be late, though, getting home.
Why? You got a present for me?
I'll have a little surprise for you, trust me.
Like that. Wait. One more thing. Favor? I had lunch with Hank last week, and we got to talking, and then his brother came up.
Big bad RJ, huh? Didn't you tell me that Hank hates him?
Well, never mentions him, almost, you know. It still hurts Hank to think about what's become of him.
Doesn't make you too happy either, does it?
Well, I did everything I could. You know, I did my best at the trial.
Honey, listen, armed robbery's serious business. I think Hank's brother got exactly what he deserved.
Yeah, it's just a little hard when it's family, you know. Anyway, you know, we really haven't heard from him. I mean, no one's really heard from him, and I figured that he's probably up for parole right about now, and, well, last I knew he was in a prison in Chicago.
So?
So I was wondering maybe you could make a phone call, you know, call the Department of Corrections.
Make it worth my while?
Maybe I have a surprise for you myself at home.
Deal. Answer one question for me, though, will you?
All right.
Why are you so interested in Hank's brother all of a sudden?
I don't know, just no reason, just curious.
Manning. Todd Manning, right?
Who wants to know?
Name's Jimmy Glover. I've read about you, man.
Yeah? A lot of people have.
Let me buy you a drink.
Why?
Because I'm in the mood.
No, thanks, honey. I got a headache tonight.
Okay. Because I know people like you. Other cons. My brother's inside, man. He never played by the rules, so now he's got to do his time. Come the day he gets out, though, he deserves a clean shot. Look, you pay your dues, you deserve a fresh start. You too.
Right. You know what I think I deserve? That drink. Yeah, beer would be great. Thanks.
2 beers, my man.
All right, so you know my whole story. What's yours?
Oh, football junkie. I love the game when it's played with lots of crunch. And you used to be big news at LU.
Yeah, well, ancient history now not my favorite subject.
I knew someone who went to Landview U. Maybe you know her. Rachel Gannon.
Yeah, I know her. Know her whole family. Real well. She hates my guts. She does. So does her mom, her old man.
Yeah, I heard about him. What was that they used to call him?
Hank. Hank the Cannon Gannon. Stupid name.
Yeah. He used to play football, too. No, he should have taken it easy on you in that courtroom.
Yeah, well, a lot of things in my life should have happened. Hank Gannon wants to see me in prison. And he'd sell his soul to put me back inside.
And that ain't right. This man should have cut you some slack. I mean, like I said, you pay the price, you deserve a blank page, right?
Nice thought, Jimmy. Not a lot of people in this town agree with you. That's for sure.
Hello, anybody home? Hello? Anybody home?
Marty? I'm sorry if I scared you. You have had me so worried. I kind of figured you were here.
Yeah, Keith still worked. Almost like it's still my house. It's not. It belongs to Dorian. I don't have one
me anymore. I have nowhere.
Marty,
Oh, I know. I have you and Cassie, but still not my home. Oh, sometimes I just feel so alone.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This whole business about helping Todd, it's upset you. And I never wanted to do that, and I would never do that. You know that. You do know that, don't you, Marty?
I know. I know.
Jill, I don't care how many times he's called. Just, Rachel's not here. Get his name. Fine. I'll tell him. Hello?
Rachel?
No, this is her boss, Nora Gannon. Rachel is out for the afternoon. May I take a message? Hello? Hello?
I just realized something important.
What?
There really are some things worth waiting for.
You just figured that out?
Yeah, well, some people are a little slow, you know. You gotta kind of knock us over the head with it. Tell me something.
Okay, what do you want to know?
Everything. All of your secrets. I want to know everything there is to know about you. All the little secrets that you've been keeping back from me.
Well, I haven't been holding back. Sorry. You're not too disappointed, are you?
No secrets.
Mm-mm.
You're sure?
Mm-hmm.
Not even one. Good. Let's keep it that way. 'Cause I want to know all about you. Body and soul. Body and soul.
All afternoon off, huh? And just enough for your mama's sass in you, too. Yeah. I'll pay you a visit real soon, Rachel. Real soon.
No, oh, man. Great. This is... Just think. Just think.
You want to help me. That's why you've decided to work with Todd. You believe that you can change him.
I think I have to try.
I know, and I have to accept that. Have to, but...
But what?
I know it's wrong, Andrew. I know what I'm feeling is silly. It's childish. It's selfish. But do me a favor, as a friend. Please don't be Todd's therapist. You'll end up on his side.
No.
Yes, it'll happen. You'll sympathize with him. You'll care. And I couldn't stand that.
I am always on your side. I have always been on your side. From the very beginning. Haven't I? I mean, Sheila and I mean, that night, the first night, we were there. We saw what happened. We're not going to forget that. We couldn't forget that. Don't have to worry.
But I can't help it. I don't want you to get involved with him. I want you all to myself. I want you to be someone that he can't reach. The one place where I can go and feel safe. Someone always listens.
Won't change.
But it will for me. Just knowing. Andrew, I don't have anywhere. I don't have a home. No, one place feels safe except you. Please don't let him in. Don't give me nowhere to go. Please, Andrew, please don't.
I'm not going to abandon you. I would never do that. I promise.
Andrew.
I will never abandon you. Not ever. Not ever.